Hello, Richard here. Well, I came back from Denver Monday evening, and it's Friday now. What I did on at the day after I came back was start get unpacked and then start gathering myself together to be able to record what it is I'd learned at the Denver event. Now, why did I go to that Denver event? And so, therefore, the reason I went to Denver then was to find out ways in which we can increase income sooner in an online business, and that's really what it is. The conference was all about. And I went out there with that in mind. So let me talk a little bit of some of the things I found out at the conference and learned from the conference. But I need to, first of all, do an income disclosure ahead of time because, or disclaimer, because I'm going to talk about some numbers that are not typical whatsoever of what anybody can do. And in fact, that you may or somebody may get involved with following this and they may not make any money at all. But if you, I'm going to invite you at the end of this presentation to meet my own partners and my mentor, and you will see them by clicking on a link right below this video, which you're watching right now. And you go to the bottom right hand side of that presentation, that introduction, you'll see a link down there for income disclosure, and it will tell you exactly what it is the average earnings are of people who are following the process which is outlined. It was outlined in the Denver program which I went to. If you take a look at the numbers in there, the numbers of people who have been in for a very short time are higher than any other direct sales industry, any other direct sales company that's out there. And that to me is quite amazing. And what I saw at the Denver conference itself is exactly those type of things. For example, one of the first things that they did was an award ceremony for the top income producers. Now this business in the Empower Network has been open since October of 2011, which is not a long period of time for a company that has already generated $21 million in commissions for its members, and which is an incredible amount of funds to make. And so basically they had $5 million earners, which they awarded with a Super Bowl ring that was made by the same company that makes the Super Bowl rings, and it's in the same style with a different emblem on the face of the ring itself. But they have $5 million earners which came across, and one of those earners had made since last December 2012, $2 million by following the steps that are outlined in the process, which is that my partners will tell you about. If you, at the end of this video, you go down and click on the link that's below this video. And one had made $2 million, and he has a goal, an objective to make $1 million a month starting by November 30th of 2012. And so if that doesn't get your attention, I don't know what would be, because all he did is say that you follow the process which is outlined in this in the training programs which are offered as products as a part of this particular program, and they're really outstanding. And we have now an incoming phone call, and that incoming phone call is telling me that you should listen. And my wife just picked the phone up, and so they don't have to worry about it right now. But they're calling in to say, listen to what he's saying, and actually go watch that video. But anyway, so he made $2 million already, and basically said all he simply did was follow the steps that were outlined in the 8-step process, which is outlined, which you do on a daily basis, or they call the 8 core commitments that are done. And you do those every day, and you continue doing those every day, and then you'll have the same type of an outcome that these individuals will have. And consistently, every time we had somebody on a presentation on stage who came out and talked, they talked about this, following the steps and how important these were, and that was the key. If you're looking for a secret, the secret was just that: follow the steps that are outlined in the 8 core commitments. So anyway, then another we had numbers of individual successful members who had gone through this, who got up on stage and talked about what they had done. And there are 2 elements for success. Number 1 is a clear, crystal focus upon what it is your goals are, what it is you want to do, and why it is you want to do it. And the why is more important than what it is you want to do, because as has been said, it's not what you want, it's who you are. That's what you're going to get, is who you are, not what it is you want. And so it's being you and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And one individual got up and said what he wanted to have is to have freedom through opportunity for everyone in the world. And that's achievable if enough people are out there sending that same message out there and giving the people the steps in which they can achieve that freedom and equality for themselves. And that was a tremendous opportunity. His wife gave up and came up soon thereafter and gave a similar presentation, not necessarily the same presentation, but similar in fact, in her viewpoint was from a woman's or a wise viewpoint of what it is that they could do to empower themselves with following these processes that was outlined at the conference itself. And then they had a final training session called an all-in session for people who had fully committed to participating in all the products and training which is offered through this program. And the individuals were offered to ask questions to a panel of top income producers. And there were two individuals who got up and talked which really made an impact upon me. They all made an impact upon me, but these two in particular. And one was a physical fitness trainer who's had a vision, and he was asking the panel whether his vision was valid. His vision was that fitness, his personal training, would not be complete unless they had financial wellness as a part of it. And he talked about it for a bit, and he was looking for confirmation that was this all right to do this, to incorporate this in the process. And one of the owners of the company just talked to him straight to him and said, "You sold me, just keep on doing what you're doing." And the guy nodded his head, and then he was satisfied because he had a confirmation that it was perfectly all right to go down that path. And this program can then be aligned with any type of a business vision that anybody would have. If you did, Think and Grow Rich for the Napoleon Hill, for example, that all of the individuals would be benefit from a program like this had they had it. And of course, actually the whole steps that you take are basically following the outline of successful people throughout history. So the training incorporates that philosophy. Now, the other presenter or questioner who came up and asked the question of the panel was a young lady who was completely emotionally overcome by her vision, what she had crystallized by watching person after person go across the stage, about what the potential was to empower women worldwide, because of seeing woman after woman go across that stage and telling their story of how it is they had been empowered in such a way in which they could go out and be top income earners and help achieve their dreams and their vision on a worldwide type of a basis. And then the bottom line for me was there was complete compatibility, in my vision anyway, of what it is they were offering as a faster way to generate income early on in establishing an online business, which could support any business vision that an individual might have, and promote any type of business, direct sales business, network marketing opportunity. Whatever it might be, it would be fully compatible with it. And I thought that would be fully compatible by simply using the platform that they used in conjunction with the SBI platform in order to achieve earlier monetization. And built into this platform is a viral marketing funnel in which the individual doesn't have to be a salesperson in order to be successful, because the founders of the company actually go out and do the selling, and they're leading in the internet marketing era, demonstrated by their own earnings, by following the same process which they recommend and to others to do. And then you add to that then the announcement of a $3 million platform upgrade that will be released within 55 days. It will change the nature of direct sales worldwide, and the internet, and how things are done on the internet with the release of this platform. And I saw the platform, and it is just outstanding, and I agree with the assessments of what it is that will happen. Other than I can tell you right now, it's called EN2. So you should ask the question, what is EN2? And we'll be giving you information about that, so stay tuned. So I invite you to meet my partners and my mentor by clicking on the link below this video, and then I hope to see you on the success side very, very soon. And if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me, and I'd be delighted to do it. And this is Richard. Thanks for watching.